All right. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I last streamed some Final Fantasy 14. Oh my god, why do you do this to me sometimes? Oh, whatever. I guess I can. Ew. Oh my god. That was some terrible resolution. What is this? Okay. I'm gonna have to exit out and relog in. Blah, 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 blah. It has done that to me before. Let's try this again. I should know better than to go into the options though, because it doesn't work that way. When that happens, I really just have to close the game and relaunch. Really, I got Dancer to 62 on that character? That's pretty crazy. Alright, so we are going to jump right into it. I'm kind of hoping... I should have checked something here. Mm. So even the new dungeon needs an average item level of 750 or above. Which means I'm gonna have to run some stuff. Because my highest eye level right now is Viper. And it's 749, so it's like only one away from being able to run that. But Mist Wake. I actually don't even remember this dungeon. I don't remember where anything's at, to be honest. Oh, I need to... Solution 9? Okay. Nobody saw that. I was literally just in Solution 9. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to run this heavyweight M1 and just run it a bunch of times. I only want to do this one only because I feel like it's the easiest one. At least I felt that way when I played it. It could be... I'm very rusty, so yeah. Ah. Warm fairly wells can ease the sting of partings. Come to term with an absence not soon forgotten. Who did we lose? Trust you were able to get plenty of rest? Good. I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps and perhaps reflect on our recent journey. I must admit, my thoughts often drift to the Mistcontinent and our stay in Trino. It was heartening to see the Malala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that levin-racked landscape. Sphene was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much needed support for their neighbor. Okay, I do remember going there. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home away from home. My wonderful, welcoming family included. For the time being, though, I'd say we've accomplished all within our power. I suppose that just leaves the matter of preservation's research. It is yet unclear how Calyx learned the techniques he used to summon his dark primal, and there is likewise much that remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shell's efforts bear more fruit. Ring, ring, ring. Can you hear me? Shell and I have been reviewing the decrypted files and have uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? I'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shell seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come and find us in the Deturo Lab? The Deturo Lab? So, I noticed when I was playing Atelier Sophie 2, my game was like stuttering a bit, and I didn't think much of it because other games in this Atelier series have done the same. But then I was doing some stuff off stream, and I was just watching like YouTube videos, and I just watch things in 1080p, like the lowest height HD that's there, because YouTube takes a lot of resources if I watch it in 1440p. Anyways, I was watching a video just in 1080p, and I noticed that the video was stuttering, and I thought that the person I was watching, because they were playing a video game, they were playing Halo, I thought that like their recording was just messed up, so I didn't think anything of it. But then like I would tab away from the game and just watch only the video, and it wasn't doing the stuttering thing anymore. I guess the lag, I guess it was more appropriate. And so I rewound, or I went back to the spot that it was doing that on, and it didn't do it. And then I paused the video and went back into the game, and it wasn't stuttering anymore. And so then I went back to the game, and I paused the video and clicked back onto the game. Was running around in there, and it felt like it wasn't stuttering or anywhere near as much anyways. But from now on, I'm gonna like pause the video preview for both YouTube and Twitch and see if that helps things. And like right now, I was saying that YouTube wasn't getting enough audio, or not enough video or whatever for a healthy stream, smooth stream. And so I was like, oh yeah, I need to pause it, and stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. Oh, this area? What is up, Tola?
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report. The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, The data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calyx doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession. The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required. A process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key. Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity, which, of course, explains why they were able to instruct Suralja in its use, thus enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope. Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Why are you asking us? Are we the... I don't know. Are we the keykeeper, I guess?
Give me a moment.
Yeah. That music sounds like something's gonna happen. Bad. I've been feeling all congested.
My word.
What? I swear if Y'shtola gets sucked into this thing.
Y'shtola?
This is the first time I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory. The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarot.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
It's bright and golden light.
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Azam. A plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
My apologies. Hello? Yes, this is Cryo speaking.
I like how this one sounds like it's just a phone call rather than the other ones. Usually it's reserved for something kind of important. This one sounds kind of casual.
That was Ojika with a message for us.
Ojika? And
An
Charlian?
urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure. Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian Annex.
And
Though
Charlian?
disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Charlian, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons. Her tone suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the Sot.
But wait. Are we still the only one that's like able to teleport?
You'd best
Can the
go.
other Sirens teleport?
Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us, for Alexandria.
Wait, we're just leaving right
In
now?
the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
Actually, I should like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
You are most welcome.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care, I assure you.
I mean, I pretty much
Well then,
trust
shall we
Y'shtola
be off?
implicitly.
Ojika will be expecting us.
I kind of want my character to be like, hey, wait, I learned a new ability. Check this out. And like take their hands and then teleport everybody to wherever they need to go. I ought to mention that we also uncovered information unrelated to the key. According to Shell, certain confidential reports are now accessible via devices. Oh, yes? Is that the person that has the pictures in the locker? It is well known that the Alexandrian royal family promulgated a number of fundamental principles governing endless research. Among these was the strict prohibition on memory duplication. However, in the wake of the storm surge, the provisional government sought to revise this prohibition and make one key exception: Queen Sphene. The decision was ultimately made to equip her endless counterpart with the Tiara variant regulator, thereby enabling the routine backup of her memories. Intriguingly, it was Master Calyx who objected most strenuously to this proposal. It was his assertion that one's corporeal form, whether flesh and blood or endless construct, is nothing more than a vessel, and that as a vessel is to be modified and experimented upon should circumstances require it. Memory, however, was sacrosanct and inviolable, the very essence of life and personhood. To provisional government's request, a number of this facility's personnel duplicated their memories to verify the efficacy of the technology. Yes, this is the weird locker. Okay. That music sound though. Okay, so we gotta go all the way to Charland? It's been a little while since I went to Charland. Oh dear, it occurs to me that I neglected to bring gifts from Tural. Considering the extra work they've had to handle in my absence, I dare say I owe them a veritable mountain of snacks at the very least. That's actually funny. I thought it best to hear what Ojika has to say ere we meet with Tataru. I do hope she is well. Tataru is probably drowning in Gil right now. And what a pleasure it is to see you too. Thank you for contacting us, Ojika. We came as soon as we could. Of course, I felt it prudent, given how troubled Tataru was. Your concern is much appreciated, and it so happens we'd reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Shell and Stola have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make this trip. Let me fetch Tataru for you. I mean, I just teleported. What even was this? I don't... Oh, this was that giant thing.
Planning your next journey?
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tural.
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask.
Welcome back.
Wonderful to see you again, Tataru. It's been a while.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Turali adventures. It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention.
Rumors? Oh no, is it?
Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star.
Really?
I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with. But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Eorzea.
Okay.
It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void.
Are we gonna meet Zero again?
Fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphino and Alize were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
I love Alice's sword. I'm really hoping. I was wanting it to happen in Endwalker actually.
Thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Tural. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn servant, Galul Jajar.
But one of the things I want for Alice is I really want her to change her hairstyle.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Alice's hairstyle, like she had a big moment where Estinian confuses her for Alphino and she like gets really upset. It's like, if you don't want to be confused with Alphino, change your hairstyle. When did that even happen? Did that happen after Endwalker? No, it happened before Endwalker, didn't it?
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds together.
And like, it seems like she's always disliked people like giving them this, making them the same, but just having like blue or red or pink or whatever as the differentiate between them.
Thank you for sharing your tale. Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Tural taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolol.
You know what that means? That means the Garleans are going to get some tacos.
But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
Sir! Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian casualties.
What?
Plutium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another fisher? Oh, no, no, no! Ah!
Uh-oh, people are dying again. Da-da-dun.
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose! Come on!
And I said this, I don't remember when I said this.
The
I don't know if
Garlean
it's in
community is
Dawntrail or in
ill-equipped to defend
Walker.
themselves against such a threat.
But they need to give
Even with the aid of the twins and the Ills
the NPCs, like especially the
they
Scions,
face
their own
daunting
mounts.
odds.
Because it's kind of ridiculous seeing them run everywhere.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urionje too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
If this is already the dungeon, I'm gonna have to spend some stream time grinding Arcadian. Like, I understand your character because they teleport everywhere. what's it called? Doesn't get like rest between places. But like Graha and Cryo, if they need to like physically travel everywhere, they could at least sleep on the ride there, if they are able to, that is. No, it is gonna be the dungeon. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Dude, why are you looking at a box? What up, Ali? What up, Thinker? I didn't even see you there. Wait, how long has it been?
You picked a frosty spot for a reunion.
Is that Thancred's same
Tataru
voice?
sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all. Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent. As far as we can ascertain, there are 2 focal points of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
It's been a while since I heard Yuri on Jay.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of Voidsent. They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Cryo. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Ugh. I'm literally 1 item level too short.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick because so annoying. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just pour him a Pepsi. Because we are going to have to Alright, so let's go ahead and get queued up for this. So 49, 37. I used to play healing a crap ton. That is kind of, I've been playing them less and less as time has gone on. So if we can get ourselves, because I think the best we can get is 770. One, two, three, four. I think if we can get 4 of these. Oh no, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Because I'm playing like in the, it's like 9 o'clock noon on the east side and on the east coast, and people are probably running the most current dungeon. And that also kind of shows how little I've been playing this, because $7.55. So I think this chest piece, body piece, is like the only one I've gotten. That must be from the Alliance raid. Stuff is all 725. 690. Like the only other thing I could do is run Mistwake a bunch of times, but I feel like that would be even less. I would probably have to do healer, to be honest. And I don't feel comfortable being a healer right now. Great. Like I didn't even think about the eye level stuff when I played this the other day. Okay, so it looks like we got some people now. 2 tanks. We got 2 healers. We don't even have enough DPS, but then we have 2 tanks. Or 0 tanks. I was kind of hoping there'd be a lot more people like me who didn't gear up and have to run stuff like this. And honestly, like I definitely feel like trusts and duty support need a little bit of looking at because they take way too long. But if I can run this once and get at least one piece of gear, anything that's not the legs, but specifically the face, the headpiece, I think that will push me over to 750, and then I can at least run the newest dungeon because that's always a lot of people running that. So now we got 2 tanks and no healers and 1 healer. So if you take the 10 minutes it's taking to just I'm assuming it's going to be about 10 minutes to get into this content. Then it'll take at least 15 minutes, I think, to beat the boss. So that's like 20 some minutes. Here we go.
president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion! His arm has a life of its own! Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm? His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting! Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
Thankful for teammates that are over eye level.
Another attack evaded with aplomb. Oh, even I felt that. Can't afford to be careless now.
Because I feel like he's definitely dying a lot faster than normal. But I only did this fight like maybe twice.
His arms are snaking.
Actually, I probably only did it
round
once because I only have one of the items from it.
Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! Don't panic!
Ooh.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
I thought I was gonna do a lot more damage, to be honest.
The battle is decided! Victory goes to the champion! What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power! Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
Is that a 1? That's something. What did I get? I got the minion? Okay, I'm gonna have to run it again. Okay, so that fight was actually pretty easy. Let's go ahead and do it again. I need like 2 of these, and I need 2 more of those. How did I not get... Ooh. Now that they're like people ran it, I think those same people might be, even though I don't even remember who was there, they might be the same people there. Nope.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
Give him what for. I'm hoping they increase the time of the Viper's buffs, because it's a little too short, I think.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm? His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
I got hit by like nothing in that last fight, and I already got hit by something else, so that's not good.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil. Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
And since I don't play Final Fantasy 14 that much anymore, like I can't just, I have to like focus on my skills, because if not, I'll not use them properly.
Another attack evaded with a prop.
No, wrong button.
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning?
Oh god. I feel like this is not where I wanted to be.
Oh no! The gore has lashed onto the champion! Don't panic!
Woo. I'm dying. I'm getting hit by so much stuff this time. But all in all, I'm not doing that bad, I don't think. For somebody who's only ever played this fight once. But I do remember that the Arcadian, these last 4 fights were like the easiest fights of like any raid series I've played.
It's decided! Victory goes to the champion! What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power! Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
GGG's. Oh my god, seriously? I guess again. No. And then I run. Oh my god, 328. How many tomes is this actually giving us? This is only giving us 10? That's ridiculous. I don't like this. Cause yeah, it's a really big negative when that you like you have to play somewhat consistently to be able to like be geared up properly. Cause like right now, what's the only way to get gear right now? You can get gear from this. You can get, but this, the loot thing is literally just unlocked today, right? What up, Kashan? And then what else is there? There's tomes, which take forever to get. And then there's this dungeon, I believe. How you doing, Kachan? Welcome to stream. And you do not play Final Fantasy 14, right? Oh my god, 11 minutes. You can see my character a little bit. Yeah, basically, you're going to see right now one of the raids, the most current final raid fight, actually. So it's not really spoilers. It's like side story spoilers. So it's fine. This area, I guess, is a spoiler, but if you were to ever play it, it takes so long for you to get here that I wouldn't be surprised if you forgot anything about this area when you got here. Achan the working lady. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14, I find it a lot of fun, and I'm not an MMO player. Like I dabbled in Guild Wars 2. I feel like there's another one I played a little bit. Black Desert Online, I think I played just for the character creator. But anyways, so like I very dabbled in MMOs, like just a little bit. Yeah. And then Final Fantasy 14, years ago, they had a promotion on Twitch where you got to play for like a month or two or something for free. And that was when I tried it out, and then I paid to play it for like, I don't know, maybe a few more months after that. And then I had to stop my subscription, so I didn't get to play it for like 2 years or so. Yep, this is my character. Stop showing her swords. See if we can get a good profile picture. There we go. Let's leave it paused right there. But I do think create a character. That I could see that happening. No, your grammar errors are fine. I knew what you meant, so it's all good. They've definitely had other times where the servers are very congested and it's hard to even like log into the game. Let's see here. Let's so Kachan, my starting area. One of the starting areas, because you can pick one of 3. Yes, I would say so. That is the only reason, actually, that I've played 14 for as long as I have, is because I love the story. I will say that the first bit of the story up to level 50, the base game in the first expansion, basically, or first patch cycle, is a bit rough to get through. It's really heavy with dialogue or something. but I loved it. But people generally say that's the hardest spot to get through, is the base game. And most people start loving the game at Shadowbringers. Yeah, it's definitely worth playing through, even if you just play only one job and like you just only go through the story. Like it's good. Let's see here. And the music, the music is amazing. But yeah, most people are like, A Realm Reborn is rough to get through. The patch content is really good. Heaven's Word is people consider to be really good. Stormblood people are iffy about, but Stormblood is one of my favorite expansions though. And then yeah. And if Kachan ever plays this, you can definitely run dungeons. But there's a lot in this game. It is it's a real like time investment, I guess you could say. So right now I need so over here where it says Viper 749, that's my item level. I need it to be 750 to get into the current dungeon. And I'm basically running this raid to get these stupid things so that I can turn them in for the proper gear, because I only need 1 point. And I made, usually when I play, I know people probably say it's lame or boring, but whenever I play a game, like I usually always make a human character first. I'm gonna spend really close to like an hour of stream just doing this stupid raid. I'm not happy about it, to be honest. Because I played the last patch 7.4. I pretty much did everything. No, it's just the fact that I have to do it. And like every time I do it, I get like basically a roulette, or I get a chance to acquire these items, because these items, everybody gets a chance to like roll on them, so you can do the raid and literally come away with nothing. And I need specific ones. The raid is actually really easy. So I don't care about that. Like, my queue time right now is 13 minutes. My queue time is going to be longer than the actual fight. No, all item drops are RNG. So like, I can get comparable items from the most recent, previously most recent dungeon, and it'll give me like the proper item level, but you get them from treasure chests, and each treasure chest gives you a random piece of gear from any of the jobs that are queue popped. So like, I can run it, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes, and then I might not even get a piece of gear for the job I'm playing as.
Never had a choice, never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
I will be streaming this actually all 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Thursday this week. And I'll probably be streaming it next week as well. Definitely catch me on one of those times, and I'll be able to go more in depth into things you can expect. Like, I'll even load in my alt character to be able to show some stuff.
His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
But I think the most annoying thing is if there's something you need to do a lot of, and it's really hard. Because I'm not a person that plays things like on hard difficulties or whatever.
Watch out!
Oh no, I gotta sneeze.
That is one cruel coil. Another attack evaded with a bomb.
The fights in this game are basically dodge stuff and do your attacks when you can. So you just need to like know your rotation a little bit. If you only play one job, it's actually not that hard because you'll memorize it pretty quickly.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
When you play RPGs, Kachan, what kind of class do you normally like? Do you like casters, melee, archers?
His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning? Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! Don't panic!
Please, if I could get like a bunch of accessories, that'd really help. I think I think people are gunning for the accessories though, because they're the only one that's one and done. You only need one of them to get that earpiece. Snake. Oh no, I just got pushed off. No. Just barely too. I should have dashed. That doesn't feel good. I gotta get all my buffs back. So somebody else died, so I don't feel so bad. And a new expansion is coming out in January, so I'm excited. I'm gonna take vacation time. I'm gonna take some vacation time to play some Final Fantasy 14 new expansion.
Is decided! Victory goes to the champion! What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control? The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power!
Oh no, that hit me.
Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
Oh. Stop it. Get hit by this. No. GG's. Pass on that. Oh my god, this was a terrible drop. Get those just because I do need those, and I need that. Oh, okay. I get the orchestration roll. No. Come on. Give me one of these two. Please. No. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. So the one thing I don't need is the one I'm getting the most of. Okay. I'll be right back. One minute. All right, let's run this again. On one hand, it's good because it's making me get like used to the game that I haven't played for many months. But on the other hand, I'm wasting a lot of stream time doing this. And that, granted, I don't have like the most watched stream or anything like that, but and we'll just keep using Viper because it's the biggest. 13 minutes. Boom, boom. Is that a four barrel gun? It is. Wow. Been a little while since I played Machinist, but it's like a 5-minute less wait supposedly, so we'll try it out. So, I did see that they're going to be making it easier to gear up, I think. But we'll see how that goes. Like, if it's like, I really just think it's the speed. Because right now we have these things right here, the heavy hollow blades, and when
Never had a choice. Never let the ops win.
what was I gonna say? I forget what I was even gonna say. Like right now we need 4 of these to be able to like have access to the most recent weapon. But when the raid first comes out, you have to get 7 of them. Like, you have to play for 7 weeks. Like, you have to do that. The fight that I'm doing right now, you have to do that fight once a week for 7 weeks. And I do not like that at all. I've never liked that. Now, I understand. People will use mods, I guess they're called, and make it so like it runs content for them, and they won't have to like like they won't have to run the content themselves. That might be called a bot. But regardless, so I understand, like, if you make it so you can only get it once a week, then that curbs that, because there's no way for them to get it faster than that. And I don't know. I just think it needs to be looked at, because that's way too long. And now, like, I'm having to get these things, and like Kachan said, there's no guaranteed item drops. So if they let it so that you have all these options, but you have one where you can pick which one you want, and you're guaranteed to get that one, that'd be nice. That'd help a lot, actually. Especially because, like, right now, it's actually really funny, because when these raids first come out, people tend to get the hollow trousers and the legs part and the body piece, because you need 4 of each of those, and they do like the most for your stats. But now that you can get you can get much loot as you want per week. I think people are gunning for the accessories, because those ones you can get 5 of them. Like you have 5, well, more like 4 slots. So if you get both of them like that, you only have to run it twice, and you'll have a whole side of your gear will be good to go. And like I already have, oh, I guess it's not on this character. Oh, I wanted to hear that song. I didn't really need to do this. But I'm glad Kachan commented about the cozy music, because the music in this game is so good. And places that are like meant to have cozy music have cozy music. I don't know why I have this. I have so much crap in my inventory. Like, I'm so because I'm stuck here thinking about stuff. Like, I think I would be okay if when a new patch comes out, you can just go get the current tombstone gear, and they just give it to you. Like, I don't see any need to force people to have to be time gated like this. Like, I think it should just be, if you finished Mistwake, you finished this dungeon, you finished the dungeon, maybe you finished, like, you finished the most recent Alliance raid, and you finished the most recent normal raid, like, you can just go get the current gear. Maybe not the weapon, I guess, but like, not everybody can just be playing this game all the time. And it looks like we need tanks and healers. I could actually definitely heal this, I think. but I can't use my healer because they don't have the proper item level. What have I been spending my tomestones, my poetics on? And the rewards for these is really negligible. 20 and 10. I don't think the mathematics ones even help me at all. But, and like, like, I'm just gonna be griping right now because I'm sitting here annoyed. Like, I think all the dungeons, like, whatever this last dungeon of the MSQ needs, level 700, item level 700, that should be all you need for all of these level 100 dungeons. I'm just saying, because I don't, well, okay, I have enough for this. No, I don't have enough for this. That's why I'm doing this, is because I can't do this right now. I'm just annoyed right now. I'm just really annoyed right now that I'm sitting here in queue. I've been sitting in queue for, or not sitting in queue, but I've been doing non-relevant content for over an hour now, simply because I need eye levels. So I switched to I switched to machinist, and it had like an 8-minute wait time, and Viper / Ninja had 13-minute wait times, and like I'm at 13 minutes. Now I'm reading Discord. This is one of those things where it's like, if you had even just a few people in chat, like, it wouldn't be too bad, because you can just talk with your chat. But I'm sitting here talking to myself. Reading Discord. Alright, let's do this. It's been a little while since I played Machinist, so I might be a little rusty, but
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
one thing I like about Machinist, though, is it doesn't really have too many, like, myself buffs. To worry about, so
His arm has a life of its own! Is this the power of the mythical Linwork?
so like it's really just pressing buttons, and I just have to remember where I have all these buttons at.
His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting!
I am so glad that they're getting rid of
Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
party-wide buffs for DPS jobs, because I never liked those.
Another attack evaded with aplomb.
I might have wasted some skill.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach. His arms are snaking round the ring. What's he planning? Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! Don't panic!
No, I got hit twice.
And they're back in action! Can they turn the tide?
trying to be right here in the middle. I forgot I have flamethrower. Also,
They've been struck with venom, but they can weather it. They must. Decided! Victory goes to the champion! What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control?
out of control.
The Lindworm's completely healed! What outrageous regenerative power! Is there no limit to its regenerative capacity?
Just jumped. He jumped like it was gonna make them go farther. GG's. Broken. If I can get both of those, that'd be great. I feel like most people are here for this, for the minion and maybe the music. No, I'm not getting anything. Oh, I got two of those. Thank you, thank you. That should help, I think. That should push. I think I only needed one. So that should push. And I got these. You know what? I'm happy that I got them. But now I'm annoyed again. Because... Because that means that I'm not gonna get one piece. I only needed one piece. It literally took me like an hour and a half to get one to get one piece. And now that last fight, I got enough for 3 pieces, and I didn't even get another one of these. So annoying. I am not happy. And I didn't, well, you know, actually, I couldn't have done it anyways because the last time I played this was just a few days ago. But the loot restriction was still in effect, so I would have only got a very few amount of pieces. But still. So what did I get? I got shoes. Got feet. I got. Oh no, I got arms, hands. I could have done with visor. I got 2 accessories, so that's gonna be a bangle and a ring, because the ring will, yeah. Gloves took me to 750. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my god, that literally took me to 755. That means I have now I have enough to do this dungeon, and I have enough to do the Alliance raid when I get to it probably tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, hopefully not Thursday. I'm so annoyed. Did I not set up a portrait? Oh, I guess I didn't. Interesting that I have one for Bard. Whatever. Alright, I think we have enough time right now to just go ahead and do the duty support.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Let's give it our all.
We'll take Ali today. Okay, we are finally able to continue with the content. Current content. I feel like you need to figure out where the monsters are coming from and like be back, because if you want to know the monsters are coming out right here, like you don't want to be over here, they'll be popping up behind you. At least I have access to all of my skills, abilities.
Behold the heavens' brilliance!
Hey, Andre, was that you? Always saying weird stuff. The only thing about new dungeons, since I've been doing them in duty supports, the bosses can be very, very difficult. Because like I've never done this dungeon before. I don't even like I've never seen the bosses. So everything is going to be very reactive. The abilities that they use.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, they just appeared. That's nice. I'm really curious what Kachan would play, the job she would play. It's one of my biggest curiosities when somebody is new to this game. It's like, what job would you play?
Together we shall overcome this.
Visitant. Go.
My turn.
This one just like stayed over here? What? That is so weird.
Appreciate the help.
That's so weird.
We'll handle things from here. Take care of the fissure.
Yes, sir. Euless. Oh no, that's... What is that? That looks like an evil eye. Ugh. At least he's not saying too much. Will she only say stuff if Alphino is here? Hurry, Hanji, don't let me die.
Oh, radiant starlight, become my blade!
No! Such a stupid attack. I'm not in the right mindset to be dying right now. Come on, you stupid eye. Oh, okay. So you have to be still. Okay. Does it give you a hint of which direction it's gonna go?
The heavens' brilliance!
The heavens' brilliance. Oh my god. Hate this boss. You know what? I really hate it. When the first boss is the hardest boss. Where am I going? There's been quite a few dungeons like that, where it's like most of the dungeon is pretty casual, but the first boss is like really hard for some reason. I think the first time I remember that is the first dungeon in the void. What's that about? We need all the gear pieces. 765. 770. So it is better to get the raid gear if you can. Which I don't need it today anymore. But definitely by tomorrow or the next day, when I'm doing the Alliance raid, I'm gonna need some better gear. No, wait, actually I was at 755, so technically I don't need to do that again. Because I remember, that's why I was annoyed. One of the reasons I was annoyed. How much AoE enemies and dungeons have now. Ugh. But at least after this dungeon, I have pretty much nothing but MSQ like story. I guess there could be like a solo duty. That don't usually happen. This thing looks gross. But thankfully, this dungeon so far isn't that hard. Like, the first boss had a couple of annoying things, but nothing so bad that it was like, nothing that was so bad. I hate when the boss can exit the stage like that. Remembering one, it was like a bug or something.
How's this?
So this boss, like the first boss, was actually not that hard. Like I said, it had a few odd attacks, but nothing super odd. This one is kind of the same. Like it has a few weird attacks, but nothing that's like. Nothing that's super difficult. Honestly, what's most annoying is that it has a really high health pool, I think.
Our enemy is formidable.
I thought that hit me. Ooh, earrings. Ooh, I like the music right here. One second, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. We have one boss left. I'm starting to feel dizzy. Where am I going here? What? What? It's so weird. This blue flame looks really, really cool, to be honest. Yeah, so like I was telling Kachan about catching me during the week to see more Final Fantasy 14. I mean more like because I plan I'm going to do more than just like the stories and the fights. And that'll be like after I finish MSQ and after I finish the Alliance raid. I'll be able to like speak more about stuff, and I won't have to like be in an area that's full of spoilers. Like I said, I feel like by the time, if somebody has not played Final Fantasy 14 before or yet, by the time they get to this point in their playthrough, I don't think they're going to remember like what the areas look like or anything like that. Troubadour. Oh. Oh. And Crane, don't die.
Together we shall overcome this.
One of the good things about dungeons is normally, even when you're playing a trust or duty support like this, like I am, like during the trash pools, you can if you're a streamer, you can chat with your chat, and like you can read because it's not that bad unless there's a specific enemy that has like specific enemies, I should say, that have a lot of area AoEs that you have to dodge, usually you're not going to be too focused. What is that? Okay. So I don't even remember the Mistweek dungeon or what the last boss was or anything. The last boss I remember being the last boss of a dungeon is the stupid coffin thing, and that was kind of annoying.
Welcome to my domain, mortals.
Interesting.
You underestimate me.
No.
Now for something different.
What? That's an interesting mechanic. I seem to remember a boss where it's like you were split into, you each had to attack something different or something. I think I only did that dungeon like maybe twice though. But I'm not having a very good recollection of it.
Time to pull this string.
I just died right there. Hurry on, Jay! Hurry on, Jay! Hear me! Oh, what?
Behold the heavens' brilliance!
Tell him, Hurry on, Jay. But yeah, so far, like, this dungeon really isn't all that bad. I got hit by something. Oh, I did that. What? I'm mostly watching and copying Briande.
Time to pull this string.
What's up, Jerry? Hi and bye. Thankfully, I'm not actually addicted to it. I'll say you. Gary, don't leave. Play Final Fantasy 14 with me. I know he's already gone. Yeah, so at least this dungeon isn't all that hard. There's a couple spots with this last boss where if I wasn't with the NPCs following what they were doing, I probably would have died. But I died on the first boss too, right? Yeah. So what did we get here? We got something for healers, something for magic DPS, something for ranged DPS, or actually all dexterity DPS, something for tanks, and something for tanks. All in all, not too bad. But that's kind of the problem with dungeons in this game. Like, every chest is random. I would very much like one chest, just one chest after beating the final boss to be like specifically for you, where like you open it and you pick which piece you want. This game could definitely use some things that are not completely RNG. Continue on. We got like an hour left.
I think that's all of them.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
It's over. I can only imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people, for my home.
For my home!
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
Wait! If you do that, I will be trapped here.
Can you not go back through it?
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate?
Is he gonna become a Reaper? I actually wouldn't mind that, to be honest.
You want to go back to the void? Your kind have entered this realm before, some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream. But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
The wind is fresh and pure, untouched by darkness. Perhaps it won't be a blessing to meet my end in such a place. But I cannot yet bear to part with the void. If only the winds would blow there, as they do here. I long to return, to see my home unsullied, as it once was.
But why are you here then?
We know that pain all too well. If that is your wish, you must forsake this aggression. Go back to the Void and devote yourself to its restoration. I have a friend, Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring light into the Void from another world blighted with imbalance. I hear their efforts have already met with some success. One day, they'll drive the darkness from the Void, I'm sure of it.
This form is imbued with the will of all those I consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this Zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Oh,
Indeed, that was truly heartening to see.
Now they're teasing him.
Understanding begets fellowship, right? I thought I might lead by example.
Well then, shall we head back?
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. Reports have begun trickling in. By all accounts, the Ilsbard contingent was successful in containing the threat on their front. For Void sent to attack in such numbers just as we were finding our feet. I daren't imagine the consequences had you not provided such timely aid. Hey, you person, stop. Making your chocobo run around. A grave presentiment? Okay. What you got for us, Thancred?
The Ilzabard contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time
Why did
being.
his like brief dialogue before the dungeon
Though
sound
it
completely
remains
different to me?
unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place. According to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald.
Where? Charlian?
Though it hath since been sealed, you will recall there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause
Bavner?
to open. A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's
Ariandre,
dark
can you
plot.
please just, like, get to the point?
Oh gods. The moon.
Oh, the moon.
With
Yay,
our attention
Loporrit!
fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability. All other paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let us make for Bestway's Burrow. I dare say the Loporrits are well aware of current events.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded.
Has Kryl been to the moon with us yet?
I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
We need...
A number of my fellow Garleans now call Mare Lamentorum home. Alphino, Alize, please see they come to no harm.
We'll be back before you know it.
A quick word, if you will.
I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her?
Is it a steam bun? Some food? It's some food.
Emergency rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void. She likes dumplings.
Uh-oh. Are they trying to ship Julius and Zero? How many love stories have we actually gotten in this game? I love the Loporrit so much.
We're doomed! Doomed, I say!
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporrits too are beset with void scent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all! Yes, void send, and lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
Do they have Loporrit warriors?
I had dearly hoped
Soldiers?
to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason,
The void gate seems to have partially opened. Living Ray dashed off to activate the brands and halt the Fiend's invasion. But she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
We must save Living Way.
Brands without delay.
Dun, 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 dun. Where are we going here? Right there. Okay, we're not going very far. With the Moonhopper. Oh no. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm fighting right now. I don't know which ones are mine or which ones are the people's. Beleaguered. It's actually kind of, it's one of the things I like about being part of a brand new patch or a brand new like expansion. You can get situations like this where there's just like monsters constantly spawning in because there's so many people doing the quest at the same time, and I kind of like it. I think I saw her heading southwest towards the Drowning Brand. Slaughterbots? Oh, so they don't have warriors, they have robots, battle bots. Living Way.
Oh, I'm saved. I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened. Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue. Aetherius is likewise plagued with void scent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the void scent slaughterbots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberate to ever live. I can practically taste the praise. Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more void scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater. Unless, of course, the void gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through. I don't foresee any major problems.
You just jinxed yourself. Oh wait, there is a trial, a new trial, isn't there?
Oh, nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
Yeah, what is going on down there? Why are all these void thingies popping up? I forgot she turned into a paladin. What?
By the 12.
Uh-oh. This can either be really good or really bad. Are they going to merge? Why did they not do that before? Oh, because it was in like the containment thing. Go forth. Unite the stars into one. What is going on? That looks really cool, though. Who was that? Can anybody else see that? Or did your character just like walk up into the air and like vanish into nothing? Zero? A little bit? You know,
What are you doing here?
I didn't really care too much for Zero's hat when we first found her or whatever, but now she looks kind of weird without the hat.
Only you could be so carefree amidst all this. May as well make yourself useful.
Hey.
The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
Ooh, he looks cool.
Enuo, a dread void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean. They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem. And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon,
the Red Moon
they
makes me want to play
wasted no
Disgaea.
time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of Enuo. Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach.
You want to switch to Reaper right now? Okay, that's actually kind of cool. But I think the only thing I didn't like about her hat is really that she kept pulling it down.
At will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
Who dares face me? A mere mortal.
A mere mortal.
Hast thou come in search of power? Renown?
My phone.
I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
You know what? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to end stream before this fight, and then I'm gonna go eat my lunch, and then I'll come back and do a second stream and start the stream with this fight. I think that sounds like a good deal, a good idea for me. The unmaking. Because after this fight, Fate's footsteps. So 1, 2. So we're on the third one out of 5. So that means when I come back, do this, and then I'll literally just have story to do. I think that'll be pretty nice, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So, really going right there. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go eat. I will come back and do a second stream. Give me about hour, maybe hour and a half, and I'll be back. Because I gotta order it, and then I gotta go pick it up, and then, yeah. But I will be back. And thanks for watching. I'm excited.